Today we are sitting down with Maiya the Don, an artist who has built a world all on her own. While many fans know her for her sharp lyrics and undeniable confidence in her gorgeous looks, there's another side to Maiya that is equally as fascinating. She's an avid reader, a former poetry writer, the manifestation enthusiast, and a creative who finds inspiration in everything from fashion to psychology. And so, as she prepares for a new era of music with her latest project dropping June 26th, Precious Cargo, we're talking about the books that shaped her, the rituals that keep her grounded, and how creativity continues to influence every part of her life. But before we get into this, how are you feeling these days, Maya? What has been keeping you busy lately?
Oh man, I'm feeling really tired. I think preparing for this project has me bouncing all over the place. But I'm so blessed and so grateful to be able to be so busy. Being busy is a privilege and I don't take it for granted.
I love that. I love that. Being busy is definitely a privilege. Before we get into talking about your new project, you've built a career across beauty, music, and content creation. When you think about Maya the Don today, what are you most excited about in this current chapter of your life?
I think I'm most excited for everybody to see the growth that I've made musically. I think I've been pretty consistent in terms of personality and, things of that nature. But I worked really hard on my music that's coming, and it's a big change for me. So I'm really excited for everybody to hear that and, kind of know what's been going on.
Yes, we're excited to know. When Let's Be Clear dropped, I was like, oh, this is going to be my morning manifestation song. It just gives me that energy that I need. So I'm excited for hearing the rest of the tracks.
Thank you. I'm so excited for you to hear.
So we want to take it a little bit back. Before rap, I was listening to a couple of your other interviews, and you said you wanted to be a pop star, and you looked up to people like Beyonce, Hannah Montana, Tyra Banks, and Raven Simone, the iconic queens.
Yes.
What is it about these women that resonated with you growing up?
I think with like Hannah Montana, it was just like I'm a kid, I'm a little girl. So I think I just was like, I think I could do this. Like the idea of living two different lives was just very attractive to me. I thought it was super cool. Raven Simone kind of shaped my entire personality. I think the very being of who I am is Raven at her core. And I'm talking like from her show to the Cheetah Girls, like I think I just was always like very hyper feminine. I love the tension. I love to just be like the star of the show.
Absolutely.
And that's kind of what she was. I had like the doll, like
Oh,
oh
okay.
no,
Okay, yes.
yes. And so like Tyra and Beyonce were kind of just like extensions of that. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just like almost like the older version of her, kind of. So they were just all like one and the same to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I just loved like, women that looked like the women in my family or like me, just being like grand and fly and cool and.
You definitely embody those characteristics of women. You started with poetry and wrote your first rap, I believe, at 12 years old. What did poetry teach you about finding your voice?
I think I started writing poetry because it was to me it was kind of like I was writing songs,
Mm-hmm.
but I called them poems. You know what I'm saying? And then once I got into like I want to say like fifth grade or sixth grade, is when you like are introduced to like what a poem actually is, and I just was like good at it, so I just was like, okay, I'm gonna do it, and I don't know, I just maybe thought I was being like deep or something. Like I was always doing something for attention as a kid, like look at what I can do. Like that was definitely me, like when you look at a kid and they're like, watch this. That was very much me. So I think I was really good at it, and it was just another way for me to like I guess be cool. I loved being good at things. I
Okay.
still am like that to this day. I'm always like, I could do that. I love to be like, okay, watch this bet. I think that's the through line with all that is I think that I truly believe that I can do anything as
Mhm.
long as I just try.
Yeah.
Nothing is impossible to me.
When did you first learn that lesson? If you recall, like what age?
Oh, very young. I was very young and very early to that. I think it was just like a thing like a hard work thing. it started as at first. Like, if you work hard, you can do this. That's kind of what you're told. Um, and it was like proof of concept pretty much to me. Like, okay, if I just practice this, I can be good at it. I learned how to, I played instruments as a kid. You don't start really good. You just, you got to learn how to do good. So I think from really early, it was just like, okay, I know this works. As if I keep doing something, I can get good at it. I taught myself how to draw, how to paint, like anything that I wanted to be like, to know. I was
Mhm.
like, okay, I can do this, except for singing. I never really got good at that. And I can't fucking whistle.
Me either. What instruments did you play?
I played the violin and the piano.
Yes, I played the viola. Okay, we got
Yes, the violin, the viola, the cello. I was like all three of
Same.
them. Yes, definitely a whiz girl.
Moving on to talking a little bit about storytelling. You studied abnormal psychology in college, right? How has your education influenced how you think about people, storytelling, and even songwriting?
I mean, everything about like making a hit or writing music is psychological. It's like real science behind like hit songs.
Yeah.
So I think at first I was trying to do that, but that doesn't really reflect the music I want to make. You know what I'm saying? I think psychology just gave me, I guess, a deeper understanding of myself, like a sense of self,
Hmm.
um and like almost like a forced reality I live in. Like I'm kind of honest with myself to my detriment.
Mm, okay.
Yeah,
In a way, it helps you to be able to share more about yourself with your audience through your storytelling because you're having
I
to.
would think so. Yeah, I definitely would think so.
That's deep. Okay, going on to books and reading. So you're an avid reader. What are you reading right now?
I'm currently reading the New Haven series by J.L. Seegers. It's
Okay.
dumb good. Dumb good. I'm on, I want to say, wait, it's one book and then the next book is technically three different books. Like it's like three different parts.
Okay.
So the fourth book is called Release Me. It's really, really good. I'm enjoying them.
Okay. Tell us a little bit more because I haven't heard of that series. So what is it about? If you could give a little bit away without spoiling the whole thing.
Okay, so the New Haven series follows a group of people that live in this place, New Haven.
Okay.
Um, and it's a romance
Oh, I love a
book.
good
It's a
romance
romance.
book. Okay.
Yes, it's a romance novel. The one that I'm currently reading is about Sebastian, who is an entrepreneur who comes from a very well-off family. He has a lot of money. He owns a hotel and several other businesses. And Nadia, who is a former sex worker
Okay.
running away from her past life.
Okay.
So they meet. He is instantly attracted to her, and
Mm.
he trying to see what that little thing about. He like, girl, what you doing?
What? Yo,
Yeah.
you got me pulling out. I'm like, I gotta see about this
You
book.
gotta listen. You gotta come in. But again, this is the fourth book in the series. The first one, and they're long. There's some thick books,
Okay.
like 540 pages.
Ooh. Okay. Does it start off slow, like, or does it instantly grab you in from the first book?
This one is instant, but again, it's the fourth book, so we kind of know about Sebastian.
Okay.
Um, so it doesn't. I guess. Well, no, 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 no. It's automatically pulling you in.
It's automatic.
But you have to read the other ones before or your ponytail little.
Uh,
That's little ponytail behavior. Reading the books out of order. You must read them in order.
okay. If you could write a book one day, what kind of stories do you think you would tell?
Ooh, I think about this all the time. I think it would be urban fiction.
Okay.
I'd go urban fiction because I'd want it to give almost like Winter Santiago, the coldest winter ever, Sister
Yeah.
Soldier. Yeah, I think I would go around there. Maybe like a Tracy Brown feel, if you've ever read any of her books. Definitely somewhere in that angle for my first book.
For your first book. Okay. So you would write multiple. Would it be like a series or do you think?
I think I would do a series. I like, you know what I like? I like the interconnected books
Okay.
where sometimes the author will have like a book. It's not really a series, but a character from the old book will pop up. It's almost like a little treat, like a oh, if you know, you know kind of moment. I think I love those. So I think maybe that kind of thing.
Okay. You so I'm glad that you brought up Sister Soldier and like the coldest winter ever because we hear that you talk about a lot in your interviews. What is it about her storytelling that speaks to you?
She's just so real. Sister Soldier is a staple in, you know, black fiction, urban fiction, and in hip hop. She's just a fixture that I really respect. Her writing is profound, and very honest and thorough. You know, it's very reflective of real life, and I appreciate that. You know, especially as a young girl from New York who's experienced the same kinds of things. As her characters in the books. You know, it's just a relatability that I value so much that we don't really get from, you know, authors nowadays. Especially because those types of books aren't published
Mm-hmm.
anymore. So to she's in stores and, you know, I think it's beautiful. I think it's awesome.
I love that admiration. Yeah, she is definitely a staple. So,
Yes.
um, I also have another question. Has there ever been a time that you've been inspired to write a song after like you read a book and you're just like, okay,
Yes, all the time. I read well maybe I shouldn't say because these songs exist.
okay,
But I think in the process of making Precious Cargo, I was reading so much, and the books were able to provoke enough emotion out of me to have like you know big reactions. And it's like I have to be creative. You know what I'm saying? Like I have to let this out somewhere. You know, and I think that's the biggest appreciation I have for these books and their art and the authors producing their art. Like this is a very vulnerable thing to let your art out and for people to be critiquing, you know, but I hope they know that they have so much power in their words, you know, to inspire somebody like me to go up and you know make my own art just from you know reading theirs.
oh yes, it gets because it with putting out pieces of work like that, it's definitely a vulnerable process. So moving on to talk about personal growth and rituals, you've spoken about manifestation and lighting your sweet smell of success candles every day. Are there any rituals or that you utilize developing this project that helped you stay grounded or creatively inspired?
Yes, journaling. Waking up in the morning, the first thing I do before I probably take a piss, the first thing I do is write in that journal. I don't pick up my phone. I
Mm.
don't do nothing else. I just write for 15 minutes and I just brain dump and it just clears my head. And that mind to muscle connection is very important because I'm almost training my brain to have my thoughts and put it out on paper. So it makes me a better writer. Um, that's something that every time I stop from doing it, I find myself being less productive. And you know what I'm saying? Like, so definitely that is the biggest one. And I think like going to the gym.
Okay. I like that you said immediately as you wake up because that you
Mhm.
start to journal. I know that's something I believe the book The Artist Way says to do.
Yes.
And how do you stay consistent though with it every day? Because that was something I was struggling with when I was trying to do it.
You know, consistency looks different for everybody. And I don't want people to think that, like, okay, I'm waking up every day and I'm writing 3 pages of this. And, you know, that's what that is. Sometimes, like, you could write the same word over and over and over again. Like, I have nothing, I have nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and even if it's not for a full 3 pages, maybe it's just one or half of one. Like, but forcing yourself to do it and staying committed is the job that you're doing. You know what I'm saying? It's not about you're not writing a book. God damn it. You just gotta clear your head. Like, you know?
Yeah.
So if it's really like right now I'm sitting on the toilet. I had to pee. I had a dream about toast.
Ah,
I'm
okay.
really hungry. Da da da. Like it doesn't have to be meaningful. You know what I'm saying? It's just you brain dumping. That's it.
See, okay, now that helps me look at it different because I'm thinking like I have to write this profound thing every time. And I'm like,
No.
There's nothing going on in here right now. I promise you.
Yeah, but that's okay. Not everything has to be like, oh, you're not turning into, the Zane or Octavia Butler. Like, no.
Okay. Okay. Thanks for that. Thanks. And I like how you said it looks different for everyone. Looking back, what is something in your life that you once only imagined, wrote down, or manifested for yourself?
I think my entire life is
Mhm.
that. Like, girl, I'm sitting in a room full of shoes.
And I see
Gag.
it. That.
Gag. Like, I couldn't imagine. I think that.
Okay. And then, what is something Maya in 2023 would have done that Maya today wouldn't do?
She would have had a different wig on every single day. That's something I won't do. Like, I can't even think about putting a wig on my hair right now. Like, that sound like it hurt.
And it's a lot of work. I'd be like, oh, I
There's
just.
so much work. I can't even, sometimes I think about it like, I can't believe I was doing that.
So you said that you are in a room full of shoes. My dream. My fashion seems to be a huge part of how you express yourself. What role does style play in your creativity?
Honestly, I think clothes make me feel good. I
Hmm.
love shopping. I love shoes and accessories, and they just make me feel good. So I just love seeing something that I like and getting it. And I'm like, everybody look at them on my feet. Like,
I look good.
being fly is just like an extension of my personality. You know what I'm saying? It's just another way that I can be like, look at me, I'm that bitch. You know?
And you are, and you are. Okay, now, question. When you're putting together an outfit, what's the first thing you're reaching for? Is it the top, the bottom, the shoes, the purse?
Oh, I definitely be like, what shoes and bag I want to wear today?
Okay.
Like, cause that really is like, what am I doing today? Because my feet need to like match. So like, if I'm going to like a basketball game, like a street ball game, I'm not gonna put on a heel. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? So like, I know, okay, I'm probably gonna put on my sneakers. What purse is gonna go with the sneakers I want to wear? Like,
Hmm.
and then I build from there.
Okay. What's your favorite outfit combo? Like your go-to outfit combo when you're like, I don't know what to wear, but I know this is going to get them every time.
I love a baggy pant,
A baggy
like a
pant.
baggy pant and a heel, or I love like a boot and some
Mhm.
shorts.
A boot. Okay.
Yeah, like that's just it's really like I focus more on silhouette than anything.
Ah, okay. I like that because not many
Yeah.
people focus on that when they're trying to put together.
Yeah. I love a silhouette. A good strong silhouette is gonna make a very simple outfit super fly.
Okay. And you said, I know going back to the beginning of our conversation, you said Raven Simone, kind of her life in her was inspiration for you. Does she also show up in your fashion choices and your clothing?
I think she definitely used to, especially like when I was still trying to figure out who I am and
Mhm.
things of that nature. But I say like New York is a bigger inspiration for how I dress more than anything. Like I say, like New York, meets the Hilton, Raven Simone. You know,
New York has a lot of great dressers and capital of fashion. So now we're gonna switch gears and talk about your music. A lot of conversation has been centered around storytelling, books, fashion, and creativity. How are those influences showing up in your new project this summer?
or I think that that's the main thing. When creating this project, I was so locked in and just reading
Yeah.
things that was inspiring. These thoughts and provoking these emotions that I was like, okay, I want to be as real and vulnerable and honest as these authors are. The
Mhm.
reason that they're provoking so much emotion out of me is because of that. So I think I was just focused on that when making this music. It's been a long time since I dropped a full body of work.
Mhm.
It's been a lot of ups and downs and changes and seasons that's been going on with me. So I think I wanted to it was important to me that I got that across in this music, like
Yeah.
can't disappear for this long and just not explain why.
So we're gonna really get into the reasons why, and really
Yeah.
really
I
push
think it's just a lot more honest than I've ever been in my music.
Jasmine Mans, and she's a poet. And she said there's a quote that when you're being honest, that's when the story really begins.
Exactly.
Yeah. When fans hear this new project this summer, what do you hope they learn about you that they didn't know before?
Something they didn't know before
Mm.
that I hope they learn. I hope they learn that I'm a little bit more sensitive than I appear. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. What can you give us a hint? Like what tracks will show that? Since you did release the track list.
I think Annie
Okay.
will tell people that. I think for the record,
Okay.
we'll tell them that.
She said,
There's plenty more, but I don't want to say it. Like, I just don't want to give up so much.
no, that's fair. Okay, so your album's called Precious Cargo, which immediately made me think about the things that we carry with us. When you look across your track list, what do you think is the most valuable thing you're carrying into this next chapter of your life?
I got to know myself. I
Mm-hmm.
think um, forcing myself to be honest in my music, forcing me to be honest with myself, and have a lot of difficult conversations that you don't want to have. It's not an easy thing to hold yourself accountable, especially when we're talking about your career and the way that your life is going and
Mm-hmm.
the direction it's heading. Um, I believe that I am in complete control of my own destiny. So if things aren't working out the way that I want them to, it's because I'm not working hard enough. Or maybe I am working hard enough, I'm not doing something right?
Yeah.
So I think that that's probably the most important thing that I've learned is to trust myself and my instincts and to not rely on outside resources to pedal my journey and the things that I want for myself. Sure.
That was very inspirational. That really touched me right there.
Thank you.
You okay? So then the last question before we move into the game is the album artwork kind of leaned into like a travel passport theme. If Precious Cargo represents a destination, where is this era taking you?
Up,
Up. Okay.
up. There's no ceiling. That's why we in the sky.
Yes. I love it. Oh, I'm so excited to. My neighbors are gonna be sick of me, okay? Because
I hope they love it and you love it.
they're gonna be sick of me. Okay, so our game is called Let's Be Clear, of course.
I
And
love
I'm gonna give you a statement and you tell me the first thing that comes to your mind.
it.
Okay, so let's be clear. The song on the project that surprised you the most is
Surprise me or the audience?
surprise you. That when you're ready, you're like, oh, I can't believe that this came out of me.
I would say too much.
Too much. Okay.
Yeah, I listen to that song and I feel like, damn it, shit hard.
Okay. We love it.
That shit is fire.
Um, the next one, let's be clear. The biggest lesson you learned this year is
Let's be clear. The biggest lesson I learned this year is to trust my gut.
to trust your gut. Okay.
Yeah.
Well hold on. To trust your gut. Hmm. How do you when how do you do that when there's so much noise around you? Like how did you learn to do that?
You
Especially
cut out the noise.
okay.
That's what I did. I cut out the noise. Stop watching TV. I stopped going on social media. I
Mm,
just, everything that was affecting me negatively, I just cut it out.
okay.
Yeah.
The next one is let's be clear, confidence means blank.
Confidence means security.
Hmm.
It gotta come from yourself, not from anywhere else. You can't feel like you look good because somebody told you to. You gotta be secure with yourself.
Okay, that's a lesson in life right there. That's a lesson for
I
me.
love.
Okay. Okay, let's be clear. The book that everyone should read is
Tenderheaded by Michaela Angela Davis.
all right, put 'em on. And why should they read it? What's something that you're like you feel they would get gain from it?
Um, History, I
Hmm.
definitely think every black woman should read Tender Headed by
Okay.
Michaela Angela Davis. Yeah, you're just gonna learn a lot.
Okay.
She has a wonderful story.
We're gonna put that on the TCF book list. I'm gonna go ahead and put
Definitely.
it in there. Let's be clear. The fashion item you'll always spend money on is.
A vintage bag.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. What was your first vintage bag, if you recall?
My first vintage bag was a denim Louis Vuitton Neverfull from
Mm,
not
classic.
Neverfull, a denim Louis Vuitton duffel is from when what's his name? Marc Jacobs was
Okay.
with. Yes, that bag older than me.
Uh, let's be clear. Your dream collaboration is.
Jay-Z, Beyonce.
Okay. I can hear that. I
I
feel
need that so bad.
if you're listening, you heard her. She need that. We need that. We need to hear that.
Yes.
And then the last one, let's be clear. People misunderstand blank about Maya the Don.
People misunderstand my attitude. I'm like
Okay.
never serious. I'm never serious. I'm never being serious. And I joke around a lot, but I think I have like a very dry sense of humor, so it doesn't always come across that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
So people, you say when people say that they think that you're mean, or do they think that you're
Yeah.
okay?
People think I mean.
Oh, y'all, she is
Well,
so
I
sweet.
think people who've never met me can think that I'm
Okay.
yeah.
Well, you're a sweetie pie. Like, you have been a joy to talk to this whole
Thank
conversation.
you.
So our last question as we begin to wrap up is, what legacy do you want to leave?
I wanna be the greatest rapper ever.
Okay.
That's my legacy. I want to be known as one of the most prominent, trailblazing women in music and in hip hop ever.
And that's the stamp on it. Is there anything else that you want to share with the TCF audience, with the audience in general, about your project? Again, I know that's being released on June 26th, but is there any other things that you want to share that we should be looking forward to?
Look forward to me and my book club. I have my book club called The Fine Print. I hope everybody joins. I'll be streaming all the bookish stuff, you know. So if you're a baddie and you like to read, The Fine Print is a place for you.
Okay. I love that. You all,
Keep on.
please, on June 26th, go stream Precious Cargo. But
Yes.
until then, go stream Let's Be Clear and all the other music that Maya has out, because
Yes.
we're going to be doing the pre jam before we get to really jam,
Yes.
okay?
Exactly.
Thank you again for joining us today.
Thank you, honey.